Los Angeles Rams, Seattle Seahawks. We know Seattle Seahawks, all the motivation in the world. They are going to need some help, but they can try to get in the playoffs with a win here. They're 6-point favorites over the Rams. 41.5 is the total in this one. So, Stephen, as we go in, the question becomes, this is definitely a bloated line because the Seahawks probably shouldn't be 6-point favorites over any team other than maybe the Texans and Colts at this point. So it is bloated due to the motivational factor. The Rams have shown at least minimal signs of life. I mean, Baker Mayfield's probably playing for either a backup contract in LA, or I know Matt Stafford says he's coming back. Maybe he's not. I don't know. Maybe this elbow thing is more than we think or whatever. Like, I don't know. So, I mean, I don't think the Rams are going to lay down here in this one, unlike some of these other games and whatnot. So I don't know. Six seems a little heavy for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, the difference between 4.5 and 6 is basically not much, right? We're a lot of dead numbers in between there. So that's why I've had a hard time pulling the trigger. This was 6.5, I think, earlier this week. So some sharp money has come in on the Rams here to cover. I was really impressed by the Seahawks last week. I mean, I think they're a team that I can't figure out week to week at this point, because they went through stretches where we were really impressed and they were performing above our expectations. And then for a month, they looked like the team we all thought they were coming into the season. So each and every week, even with the season on the line this week, I'm just not sure which version of them we are going to get. So I'm having a hard time being confident in either side in this game, because if we get the best version of the Seahawks against a Rams team that's devoid of talent at this point, yeah, I could see them covering the spread. But how do we know which team we're going to get each week?
Yeah, I mean, that certainly is the question here. Adam, what do you feel basically overall of the Rams in general? I mean, of all these teams that are completely dead and entering these games completely dead, I think maybe the Rams have the most life to me in any of it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Like I do think there are a bunch of guys who are now getting playing opportunity. So again, this isn't like a team that is going to have a bunch of stars that are completely unmotivated and it's kind of like, to hell with this, whatever, let's get to Cabo. It's like, no, it's a whole bunch of second stringers because all the good guys are hurt, right? So I think the Rams probably bring a decent effort.
I agree with you. We just watched the Rams lose to the Chargers, and I think that score is a little bit misleading on the 31-10. If you watched a lot of that game last week, the defense just got worn down over time because the offense really wasn't producing much. But that was a competitive first half from Los Angeles Rams. And I wouldn't lose the thread that this is still a divisional game, right? This is still teams that know each other very well. So I think Seahawks would be the side if I wanted to. I apologize. I think taking the points with the Los Angeles Rams would be the side if I were to take a side in this game. And I think under would probably be maybe the look that I would prefer to that, just by a little bit.